Good afternoon, everybody. Very happy to be here with you. But, I say this every year, no matter where I am during the Sundays of Advent. And that is that, for some people, Christmas can be a very difficult time. In fact, I've got a good friend of mine who's a priest. And for him, Christmas is really the hardest time of the year. But at this time of year, we kind of go up to people and we say, but you have to be merry. You have to be happy. It's Christmas. Well, actually, no, you don't. In fact, for some people, hope not too many, but for some people, even at this time of year, the most human thing that you can do is grieve. It may be because something that you remember that happens at this time of year. That's usually the death of a loved one. It could be something that is peculiar to just this year. Maybe problems at home, problems at work, bad news from a doctor. It's almost impossible. People come up and say, but you have to be happy. You don't. And besides, when we talk about joy to the world, it's not that exterior ho, 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 but it's the interior recognition that a baby was born. And because a baby was born for us, no matter what I'm suffering now, no matter how dark it is, his light will eventually break through. I remember my second grade teacher used to always tell us that you can't separate the wood of the manger from the wood of the cross. But this baby is the only one to enter the world not with the intention of living, but with the intention of dying for us, for our sins, and to give meaning to our life. So just a separate thought, then I'll get on to my regular homily. But it's just that you don't have to be happy. For sometimes it's impossible. Some people it's impossible. In fact, I'd say too, this is how I get every year to assert my Irish heritage. Is that I get to take a perfectly happy occasion and turn it into a sad event. Because that's what we're pretty good at, Irish people. The mix-up in the opening hymn tonight was all my fault. I came in at the last minute and changed the opening hymn, asked to sing, O come, Emmanuel. Because I think as we begin Advent, there really is no more appropriate song to sing. Just listen to those first words, O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that mourns in lonely exile. See, we see what's happening on TV now in Israel, with just the fact that hundreds are held hostage. What's that doing to an entire nation? Just 100. But the voice of this prophet coming now is, this whole nation is in captivity. It's taken off to Babylon, Israel. And you hear the whole nation, not just hundreds, but everybody is in captivity. And from the midst of their captivity, they're crying out to God, come, Emmanuel, ransom us. And what that's saying is, ransom us is a recognition that we are helpless. We cannot take care of ourselves. You have to do it, God. Anybody who does not enter into Advent with that attitude, that I am helpless without God, I can't control everything myself. If we don't have that attitude, then we're going to end up at Christmas with Santa Claus and presents and snowflakes and reindeers. But we're called to enter into Christmas because a baby was born, coming into the world to suffer and die for us because we're helpless. Come, God with us. Come, Emmanuel. Ransom captive Israel. Again, those captives in Israel, we're watching it every night. We're mourning in lonely exile. And then it finally concludes, rejoice. God's going to come. That's the whole message of Advent. No matter what's going on in your life, God will break into it with his light. And that's why that gospel said, stay awake, be alert, because you don't know when he's going to come the next time in glory. And how is it that you can stay awake? I can give you a little hint. Outside these walls, especially at this time, everything's getting noisy. But when you think about it, what noise actually does to you is put you to sleep. I can prove it. I know several priests that tell me they actually have machines in their bedrooms that make noise so they can sleep. Ever hear of that kind of thing? Crazy. It's crazy, isn't it? But they need noise to sleep. Noise puts them to sleep. If you drive a car and your passenger's asleep and all of a sudden you turn off the motor, what happens in that silence? They wake up. If you go home tonight and somebody's asleep on the sofa with the TV going, you shut off the TV, what happens? They wake up. See, noise puts you to sleep. It's silence that wakes you up. So counterintuitive. But that's what we need, because it says, stay awake. So the only way you can stay awake is to get some quiet. Because outside there, all that noise is going to put you to sleep if you're not careful. That's why the message of Advent is, stay awake, be watchful. He came once in history. He's going to come once again in glory. We just don't know when.